Hello, hello, my little magical friends. I hope you are having an amazingly magical day. So we are on day 2 of our witchcraft and woo-woo week, and I had so much fun yesterday, and I'm excited about today as well. So again, I'm a few minutes early, so I'm gonna wait just a minute or two and see, because people are used to me being 3 to 5 minutes behind on the time schedule, right? So I'm going to give a few minutes. Hello, Robin. Thanks for joining. Hey, hey. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear and see me okay. I just want to make sure everyone can hear my babble, right? Because it's best that way. So let me know if you guys enjoyed and got the information well from yesterday's fundamentals, day 1, right? So it was just kind of really an information overview of my definition of what witchcraft and magic is, and also the woo-woo part, right? Like, how does that play into everything? So I'm going to say first off, hello, Leila. What time is it by you right now, Leila? I'm never sure of the time difference, right? You're on the other side of the pond. So I'm so excited and happy that you are joining us. I'm assuming it's probably later there in the day, maybe dinner time-ish. I don't know. Like I said, you all know me, and I'm horrible when it comes to the time zone differences and all that stuff. Like, I just run on one central, like timeline, and that's it for me. 10 p.m. Okay, so not bad. Thank you for staying up if you stayed up to join us today. Today is going to be about energy. I'm going to give you a little trick so that you can begin to start to feel not only your own personal energy, but your energy field and energy fields of things around you as well, right? So I'm going to give you the tip that's the easiest thing in the world to do, that'll let you start really interacting with energetic fields right away. And that's the way that I love to do things, is when we can feel and see results right away, right? Any little bit of a result. So again, I'm going to say excuse the background noise because I am in the middle, right, of my home. And I do have animals in the background, everybody knows. I shut the glass door, but that really doesn't do much. And I'm not sure what the new dog is going to do when he realizes he can't get into what he considers his room. He may start making some really weird noises out there, and I may have to just let him in. So energy is what we're talking about and doing today. Again, I'm going to wait just a few minutes before we get started on the energy work, because I am notoriously 3 to 5 minutes late to everything. So people don't expect me to be on time, right? The background music is one of my favorite things to play, and it is Native American flute music. And it simply is a station that's on the GOOGLE. If I say it, my dot is going to do things. So, and it's just a Native American flute music. I love it. I love it. I feel like it just always puts me in this great centered kind of atmosphere. And when we're talking about getting into energies and working with energies, we are I'm going to open that window or that door, just 1 second. He was waiting there for me, like, why can't I come in my room? And now he's looking like, what did you do that to me for? Both of them. But now you can hear the birds in the background. Come on up. We'll let him say, oh, the other one did. Okay, so there we go. Sorry, guys. Here. Oh, you're okay. Okay. It does. It's definitely something that resonates. I'm just trying to get the animals under control. I thought maybe they would be kept out of this room, but apparently not. Here is the one, right? The newest. This is the little Nacho. And you can see he's He's adorable, isn't he? He cracks me up. He's such a good boy. Okay, let's put him down though. There you go. And he will lay right there. Okay. So when we're talking about energy, right, we know that everything is made and composed of energy, from the smallest of atoms, right, to, or molecules, to the solids that we think they are. Even, sorry. I couldn't take the birds out there. They're so loud. Okay. So even when we look at something that's solid, right, we see something and we recognize something as solid, a table, whatever it is still composed of energy, because the atoms and molecules, or molecules and atoms that comprise that item are energy in and of themselves, right? So everything has a vibration, a frequency that it lives on, okay? So from your plants to us, to your tables, to the rocks, to the trees, to everything in creation has a frequency that it vibrates at. Some of them are lower vibration, and some of them are very high vibration, like quartz crystal, right? So that's why the energy that I have, or the vibration, the frequency that I have, may be different from the frequency that you have, and that your, sister has, and the grocery man has, and everybody is kind of on their own frequency. And that is why everybody has to find their own path and what resonates with them, right? Because it's going to be different. So there's going to be some people that log on here and go, oh, you know what? This music is great. It speaks to me. It's great. I love it too. It's very soothing. And other people will go, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stand that music for this amount of time, right? Because it just elicits different emotions and energy, frequency, resonation. That's all it is, right? So that's how we're able to attract things, because we become on the same frequency. So we need to be able to hone in on whatever frequency it is and feel the frequency of what it is that we desire, because that puts us on the same level. Therefore, it's fluid for us. Give me a thumbs up if that makes sense. Carolyn says, my dog is so cute. Love to get a new puppy. He is 4 years old. He's a Chihuahua. I rescued him, or he rescued me, whatever way you want to say it, from the Humane Society about 2 months ago now. And he's got his issues. He was abused previously, so he has his issues. But we love him to death. I love him to death. He's my best little buddy now. But he always tends to be, the room that I'm in is what I call my theater room, because it has a couch and it has a big ass TV over there. So therefore it is my theater room. I don't live in a palatial estate, but this is the room that he sleeps in at night, and he's always in here. So this to him is his room. So when I locked him out of it, he was like, what is going on? And he makes some funky noises, like you would think somebody was killing him on the other side of the door if I didn't let him in. Okay, so I think everyone understands that about energy, right? Like, what is it? Like, I understand what energy is, right? Like, I get it from both a scientific and from a metaphysical kind of point of view, right? Like, I get it, but I want to know how I interact with it. Like, I get it's there, but I want to know it's there, right? I want to be able to interact with it. I want to be able to feel it. So I'm going to start off by giving you a tip on how you can begin to interact with your own energy, and then take that and begin to interact with, to recognize and acknowledge and interact with energies of other items, whether that is your animal, whether that's a candle, whether that's a stone, whether that's a plant, whether that's your grandma, I don't know, whatever, right? So you can start to kind of get the feel of, okay, this is what energy feels like, okay? So we all know that we have the energetic body that extends outward from our inner self, right? It's all the way through us, but it extends outward from our inner self. And I go like this because A lot of people will call it an aura, right? Like that's seeing the energy field. The aura is the energy field that extends away from the body itself. Some people have energy fields or auras that are very close to them, right? They're only like an inch away from them. They tend to be very guarded. They tend to be very anxious in a certain situation. And other times when people are very relaxed, their auras can extend out really far. The common way that I see them is usually within an inch or so to about 6 or 8 inches out. Some people can see colors in auras or in energy fields. Some people can diagnose illnesses in energy fields through sight and through feel, right? So, and that's getting more into what's called Reiki, if you're not familiar with that, or into energy work. Now, I feel that for you to discover and understand and manipulate energy as a light worker or as a witch, you do not need to be a Reiki master. You don't have to have Reiki 1, 2, 86, and 47, right? You don't have to. If you want to go through that teaching system, by all means, I encourage it. If that's what makes, you feel like, yes, I'm understanding and I'm getting it because I have a success path, right? I'm here not feeling any energy. I want to be over here being able to manipulate and work energy, and I want to know that I'm making the steps in between. If you need something that acknowledges that, then maybe going into a Reiki 1 class or something like that would be great. I personally have gone through only, and I'm going to say this, only because when I had my brick and mortar store, we had Reiki shares there, and we had a woman that came in and did Reiki classes. And through that, because I was there, I was able to attend the classes. I've gone through the things and the activations. Do I feel that it is something that is needed to be able to work energy? Abso-freaking-lutely not. Absolutely not. Because I know that I was working the same energy the same way before I went through any of the classes. But had I not had that experience and was starting from absolutely nothing and knew that my end goal was to be able to perform distance healing on someone, then I may have been encouraged to go through that. So again, this is something we all work at in our own comfort zone, in our own level, and at our own pace. And I feel like some of the classes, the more structured classes, when people don't feel it, right? Like, so you're in a group of 9 people, let's say, and you're in a class, no matter what it is, but let's say you're in an energy working class, a Reiki class, and everybody's kind of working at the same pace, right? Like you go to class, you work that instruction for a week or experience for a week, and then you come back and you're right, you go over it and you move on to the next thing. And you go to class and you just didn't feel like you really connected. You really connected with the energy this past week in the lesson. But you go and everybody else is going, oh my gosh, yes, I felt it so much. Like, oh my gosh, it was amazing. And I could see this and I understood this and I felt this. And you're sitting there going, I don't want to say that I don't get it. So you move on. Now you already don't have that fundamental there, right? You didn't get that part of it. So now you're still really working at your own pace, right? But you're trying to keep up with everybody else too at the same time. And that, I feel, takes us out of our comfort zone, takes us out of our own personal ability of forward individual development. That's the only reason I say that. So if you were in a class, in a structured environment class, by all means, amazing. And I congratulate you for that. And I root you on, in learning and expanding. But I need people to know that I don't personally feel that you have to have any kind of title or certification or doctorate in metaphysics or anything like that to be able to be your absolute most powerful person. to be able to create huge changes within your life and to be able to do that for other people as well if you choose to. Okay. One, if you understand what I'm saying, right? For those of you that are certified light workers, certified something or another that you went through the classes, again, I commend that. It's just kind of not my gig because I'm an overthinker on everything. Like when I get new information, I have to research it on my own for a long time. Then I have to put it into practice. Then I have to tweak it so that it works for myself, so I really connect with it. And then I think about it some more, and then I finally go, oh shit, yeah, that works, and go with it, right? I don't have the time, or I'm not allowed the time sometimes in structured classes to do that. So that is why also I feel like the Sister Circle is an amazing atmosphere and learning space because everybody can, hello Sandra, everybody can be at their own pace and level and still get the understanding and the support and the questions answered and the, oh, I never thought of it that way, but that's an amazing way to get to that goal from a community of like-minded women that are only here to support you and help you move forward, right? So that's what I love about that. So let's go back to energy. Squirrel syndrome, right? So our energy fields extend beyond us. Everything that comes at you, negativity, you know, everything that you have to absorb, right? That comes at, hits that energetic field first. And it has to move through that energetic field to be able to hit the physical. So that sometimes, again, I kind of pointed on it yesterday, when some people feel really run down or bad or depressed or just out of it, I just feel like I just can't get things together. It may be because their energetic field is being overwhelmed or overcompromised by something or another that they've come into contact with, whether it be a buildup of negative energy, because you do take on the energy of the pissed off person in line behind you. Well, now they're 6 feet away, but right? The energy of people that are around you, that negative energy attaches to you just as much as positive energy comes at you as well, right? Positive energy tends to flow through into the physical much faster, luckily, than negative energy does. But that's why you need to make sure that you're cleansing and grounding and removing that negative energy, because if it sits on there for too long and kind of bogs down your energetic field, it's going to clog things up for the energy flow, which is going to affect your vibration and frequency to be able to connect with those things that you want, need, and desire, right? So your creative manifesting aspect of yourself. Okay. So how do we go through and cleanse the energy? Well, there's a couple different ways. I always recommend cleansing and shielding, and this I go into more in a different class, but I'm going to touch on it real quick. The easiest, 100% easiest way to do it is while you are in your shower in the morning, or a bath at night, or a foot soak in the afternoon, whatever you're doing, to visualize that if you're in a shower, let's say, the water running over you and just washing away all the oil, slick nastiness, right? That is negative energy off of you and down the drain. Super easy, one and done, right? You took a shower, got yourself physically clean, got yourself energetically clean. All you have to do is put on the right mindset and you are good to go, right? That's the easiest way. You can do it in a foot soak as well. Just visualize kind of the same thing, but everything being pulled out of you, right? That negative energy being pulled down out of you and into the water, the basin. Now, I wouldn't do that until you're just about done. So if you're like doing a luxury soak, right? Make that the last thing that you do before you remove your feet from the basin, because then all that negative energy is thrown out with the dirty water, right? So those are two easy ways to do it. You don't have to be in water. You can take a fake shower, right? By imagining that you have a bright white light bar of soap in your hand that is bright white, and that as you go over yourself, it is drawing the oil icky slickness, right, to the white light as you go over your entire body. When you get done, you are going to throw the soap down onto the ground and shake your hands. And that removes that negative energy from your field. Those are super simple ways, right? Literally takes you 30 seconds if that's all that you have. And it literally only adds seconds to your already mundane tasks that you're doing, like taking a shower or relaxing and soaking your feet or having a pedicure done, whatever it is, you're already doing that. You've just added a magical layer to it, which keeps you in that higher vibe, right? Super simple. Okay, so protecting yourself, shielding yourself is something that's important as well. There's many different ways that you can do that. You can Google search it. Again, we're going to go into it in the witchcraft classes. But it is forming some kind of visualization of a protective barrier around you, whether it's an egg, whether my personal one is a, like a, I forget what you call them, crab fishing net, right? One of those big cargo net kind of things that go over. You can use a cone that comes over you. Anything that has a bright white or blue light to it that you just feel comes over you, and you physically tell it or mentally tell yourself and it that it is in place to allow what is for your highest good to come through and to block negativity from impeding. That gives you a barrier. That doesn't stop everything, but it gives you a shield, so that especially if you're empathic, that is going to give you a little bit of protection from taking on everybody else's kind of feelings for that day. Okay, so let me know if you already do those things. If you do protecting and shielding, let me know if you already do those things. Give me a 1 if you do your cleansing already daily. Otherwise, let me know if there is something particular and special that you think works really well for either cleansing or shielding that maybe we all can kind of start to use and go, yeah, that's great, right? All right, Carolyn, yes, perfect. So today, that's kind of an overview of energetic feels, right? Kind of a really brief overview. Today, we are going to do a money cleansing, money energy clearing for you. And then we're going to do a casting for coins. And I'm going to kind of put them together for you. And what it's going to do is it is going to manifest money for you in the next week. Manifest money for you. All we're looking for is for you to manifest a coin, just a coin. But we're not going to limit it to a coin, right? Because you don't want to do that with magic. You don't want to limit it to anything. So we're not going to limit to a coin. We're going to ask for at least a coin. And I'm going to say a quarter, but we're going to ask for at least a coin, and we're going to let it expand to whatever it may come. I mean, if somebody wins a lottery with us, that would be amazing, right? But we're going to ask for at least a minimum and allow it to come to us in whatever it needs to be, or whatever is guided to us. So certain things that I have that I want to show you, because again, you guys know that I try and keep things super simple, so I want to just let you know. The music that's going on in the background, again, is Native American flute music that I'm playing off of a free station on my GWOGLE dot, okay? And it's also on the Alexa ones too. You can get Native American flute music. You can play it off YouTube, Spotify, all of them have it. It's very soothing to me. It may not be to you. But anyways, that's the music that's going on. So it's not costing me anything. I don't have not hired a Native American to play his flute behind you. Okay. I do have a candle that's lit. You guys saw this the other day, I think, or it might have been in the other group, but this is just a standard dollar store candle. I do have some crystals that I have with me. These are crystals that I always have with me when I'm doing energy work. Crystal quartz, clear crystal quartz, simply an amplifier right? And then I have labradorite because I really connect with labradorite. So I have those two things. That is all I have for energy work. You don't need to have anything more than that. Oh, I take that back. This is one of my favorite sprays to use, and yes, it's from Pacifica, and it's French lilac, and this is one of my favorite scents. So when I spray this particular one, it takes me into that, excuse me, takes me into that energetic connection, boom, right? Now, I've got to say that it may take you a little bit more time when you start doing energy work to be able to move into that state of connectiveness, right? Where you feel the universal flow coming to you and through you. But as you work more and more with it and practice it, it is something that you can immediately, once you do it, you know, I've done it hundreds, thousands of times, right? You immediately can just get into it. That's just something that comes with practice. It took a practice to get to that point. So I have this, and this is something that I will spray in my area. That's what I use for energy work, okay? Now, we are going to do a little bit of witchcraft on the back end of it. So I like to meld those two things together because they are kind of meld together regardless, right? So we are going to do a money casting, or casting for coins. So I have a green candle, I have my candle holder, just a taper candle. I have my money, money, money oil that I'm going to use to anoint the candle. I have my herb blend that I'm going to use to put onto the candle before it's lit, right? I have a lighter just in case my candle ever goes out. I have another candle. This candle is simply used to transfer the flame from this candle from my standard candle to the magical candle. That's all this one is for. That's all we have to have for witchcraft. This is, you can make your own money blend. You can make your own money blend as simple as using olive oil and ground cinnamon and cloves. That can be your money blend if that's what you choose to do. There are a lot of other different recipes that you can do, and we go over the oils and recipes and uses in the Sister Circle membership as well. In those classes, we'll be going over them, but it can be as simple as that. You don't have to have a fancy roller for it. Just put it in a little dish and use that. This is my particular blend for Fast Money Luck. But again, you don't have to have a special particular blend. You can use your ground cinnamon, you can use your nutmeg, you can use your cloves if that's what you choose to use. Feel free to just do that. You already have those in your cabinet probably, right? Okay, smells so good. One of the things before we go into, because again, I told you it would be about an hour and we're right headed at that, to work with energy, because again, it comes from out of us, right? Comes from the inside and goes outward. So that means everything has an energy wrap around it, right? So I want you to take your two hands. Hopefully everybody's got two hands. I want you to take your two hands and I want you to begin to just bring them together slowly. And then start bouncing them like this. A little bit further, a little bit closer together. You are going to begin to feel, I mean, if you want to, bring it out further and in a little bit at a time, you're going to be able to begin to feel your own energy field. It may take practice. You may not feel it the first time. You may be doing this for 3 days until you finally go, oh yeah, I feel it. But you will feel your own energy field. It may feel like a little bit of a pushback. It may feel like a warm, like if you have like something warm that you put your hand over, right? You get that sensation of warm. You may feel that. You have energy sense, I want to call them sensors, but that's not really it is, but centers in the palms of your hands. So this is why you can feel that. You may feel a tingling. Yes, Robin says tingling. You may feel a tingling, but the more, you don't need to touch them. You need to keep them apart. get them as close together as you need to and bring it back out and go, yeah, you know what? I don't really feel anything there. Let me go a little bit at a time until I feel that energy field. You will feel it. Give me a 1 if you feel it right away. Most people that haven't done it do not get it right away, right? It's going to take a little bit of time, like I said, and you're going to find yourself, if you're not feeling it right away, you're going to find, yes, it feels bouncy. Yes, Leela, there's a little bit of a resistance, right? Like two magnets of the wrong side trying to come together, right? Where they repel each other. That's what it feels like. And that's your energy bouncing off of your own energy. So here's the thing. Now you know you have this. You can heal any part on your body. You can heal any part on your body by simply knowing that you have that. And if you have, a place that you feeling some, like stiffness in your shoulder, you have the ability to place your hand on there and allow that healing energy to go into that joint because it's coming from the same centers. Now, when you have something else that you want to interact with, and because it's up high, I can't so you're going to have this sitting right on something or come up to your plant or whatever, and you're going to put your hand, both hands, around it like this and do the same thing. And you're eventually going to feel what other things energy feel like as well. It's the quickest way for you to understand and feel your own energy. We're going to go into seeing auras and we're going to go deeper into energy work in the woo-woo classes in the Sister Circle. But this is it's as simple as that. And again, you can go, you know what? I'm not sure if I feel it. Don't force yourself to do it. If you are going like this, give yourself a minute or two. If you don't feel anything, that's okay. Go do something else or go back to watching TV or whatever. And then when you think about it again, when you're waiting at the red light or whatever, oh yeah, I got it, right? It'll come to you because it's natural, but we have to get through the mindset of I can't see anything there. If I can't see it, how is there something repelling there? How am I feeling something that's not there? We have to get our mind over that, right? Perfect. Lots of 1s. Yay, I'm happy. That works. Okay. So we are going to talk about money for just a little bit. I talk about the law of attraction, right? And manifesting and all that kind of good stuff and what it takes to really become a magnet that activates that law of attraction. Again, I talked about being on that same frequency, right? Being able to tune into the radio station of whatever it is that you want to achieve or receive, to be able to realize what your destination is and where it's at, right? Hopefully that makes sense to you. A lot of us, when it comes to money, we've been unconsciously magnetizing what we don't want to come to us, right? And we don't think of that. When we're bringing things to us, I call it reverse, right? Manifesting, because we're bringing it what we don't want because that's what we're focused on. And I think that that's something that's really apparent when it comes to money, or more so the lack of money, because that's what we tend to focus on. The lack of money, what I don't have, what I need, not what I already have and what it's abundant to me. So why aren't you wealthy? Right? When we're talking about money, why aren't you wealthy then? Well, obviously, wealth and prosperity apply to all aspects of your life, not just to money, to relationships, the work you do, your health. But for now, we're going to focus on money. Our cultural belief pattern around money is probably more negative and limiting than most other areas of your life. So money is pretty much a basic to our well-being, right? If you think about it that way, I don't want to say you have to have it, because there's people that live, without money happily. I see a gentleman that's been in my neighborhood or in my city, homeless for the last, as long as I can remember. He has been around. And when you speak with him, because I have, when you speak with him, he is 100% happy living the way that he lives. but he still has to exchange energy for items, right? So he may not particularly focus on money, but he still has to focus on an exchange of something, right? If you think, they call money currency. They call money currency because, and I take that as money is a current of energy, right? It's just a flow of energy. And you need to realize and recognize how you can capture that flow or pull it to you. And to do that, we have to let go of all these conditioned thoughts and limitations that we've put on ourselves and that we've believed from other people in society in general, right? Our society has a love-hate relationship when it comes to money. That's for sure. So if you think about like going into a gym, okay, and you walk into a gym and it's full of strangers and stuff, and you walk in and you're like, oh, I'm here to get as healthy as I can, and I'm going to do all the exercises that I need to do, and I am dedicated to have the best health that I possibly can. I'm guessing that the people that are there are probably going to be pretty supportive of you, right? They're going to stand up and applaud you. They're going to give you tips and pointers on how to do things. And they're going to be like, wow, that person's got a lot of motivation. Like, I really have respect for that person for what they're attempting to do. But if you walk into that same place and you walk in and say, I'm dedicated to having as much money as possible, what kind of judgments do you think that those people are going to make? Right? They're going to be like, wow, that person is like really greedy. Like, how dare they think that they can do that? And even more so, yikes, like, I thought that person was supposed to be spiritual. Like, obviously not. There's the difference, right? There is no reason that we can't support ourselves or support somebody else that is going for something that's just the equivalent of whether they're trying to improve themselves in their health or whether they're trying to improve themselves in their financial health. What difference is it, right? So there's that whole kind of different outlook to money when it comes as a society. So just like we've unconsciously bought into the cultural idea about beauty and fairness and success, many of us have bought into cultural myths as well around money. So let me know, drop in the comments if there are some things about money that you feel. And then I'm talking about money's the root of all evil. It takes money to make money, right? Or I'm like, I don't have anything to give to be worthy of getting money. All those things, although they may feel true to you, they are really things that are placed upon us by a society outlook of money and a competitiveness that we have with other people when it comes to successes. As witches and light workers and the woo-woo women that we are, right? We know now it's time to step back. And it's time then to reevaluate what we have within our mindset so that we can move forward past it, supporting everyone else, which in turn supports ourselves as well, right? So there are 4, and then we're actually going to do a healing here as well, or energy clearing. There are 4 requisites, I call them, I guess, of lasting change, no matter what it is, but we're talking again about money. But in general, 1, to get rid of negative emotions and beliefs. We have to drop those, right? Or we have to change those. And we have to insert new positive beliefs in their place. 2, we have to create a compelling future goal. Whatever that goal is, that goal setting, we have to do that. 3, we have to take action. And I say this about the magic and the mundane, right? You can't cast a spell and work and align yourself and do everything to get a new job and then not apply for any new jobs. It's just not going to happen, right? So you have to take action. And then you also have to remain focused on your desired outcome. And the obstacles that come into your unconsciousness, you have to be able to overcome and move forward. And that again is why we use magic to support your mundane actions. And it works the other way around, right? That's why I say you can't really have one without the other. Personally, that's how I feel. Those 4 steps are pretty easy, but they have to be taken in that specific sequence, or they just kind of don't. It does no good to try and take massive action if your conscious and unconscious beliefs are fighting with each other tooth and nail, right? You're not going to get anywhere. You're just going to keep spinning your own wheels at that point. It's an uphill battle that you will lose if you're just kind of spinning your wheels. It's also important to release negative emotions about your beliefs first. So that's why we're going to do this clearing. And then, of course, you can't just simply set goals and visualize them without actually taking any action towards them. Inaction tells your unconscious mind that you aren't really serious about whatever it is that you said you wanted. So it turns its attention and its energy elsewhere and stops looking for opportunities or presenting new ideas to help you to reach your goals. But if you get serious about taking step-by-step approach, you can change beliefs and your relationship with money. Now, of course, life isn't all about money, but it helps to have ourselves financially supported to be able to be in a place so that we can give more, so that we can get more, right? So we're going to work a little bit of energy here with you to be able to clear those blockages, and we're going to put in and remove those belief systems, and we're going to put in excuse me, we're going to put in new positive affirmations. And then after that, we're going to do our casting for coins. And our casting for coins is going to be again to bring in at least a coin for you. You are going to manifest at least a coin in the next week, right? Or hopefully by the end of the week here, the next couple days, because I'm excited to see what you guys end up with. Okay, so we're going to go on a little journey. So I want you to get comfortable. If you can, feet on the floor and your back loose but straight. Okay, I want you just to take some deep breaths in and out. Breathing all the way down to the belly and then filling up the lungs. If your body feels the need to sway and move, by all means, let it do that. And I'm going to call in the most beautiful sparkling crystalline light, healing energies, calling in our teams of guides, spirits, angels, and ascended masters to help us in this afternoon's session. I want you to visualize a light coming down from the sky and hitting the top of your head. It can be whatever color you feel most comfortable with. It could just be sparkly, hitting the top of your head. And I want you to feel it and visualize it pouring down over the top of your head like syrup over pancakes, right? It pours down over your scalp, your forehead, all the muscles becoming relaxed, over your eyes, ears, back of the head, becoming very relaxed. Bringing it further down over the entire face, the jaw, letting the jaw slack and become loose. Pouring down over the neck, the upper shoulders, letting the shoulders drop. Down over the tops of the arms, the forearms, the hands and fingers. Down over the shoulders and the top of the torso. Down your back, the front of the stomach. Breath in and out. Letting it continue to bring relaxation into the body. Bright healing light, feeling the energy, feeling the warmth as it moves down further over the lower back, pelvic area, tops of the thighs, backs of the legs. Bringing down further over the knees, back of the knees, down the shins, to the ankles, feet, top of the feet, ankles, bottom of the feet, to the toes. Deep breath in. I want you just to think about any and all of the thoughts that you have regarding money and how it comes to you. Removing thoughts that, good when money grows on trees, okay? And thoughts that you have to have money to make money. Removing thoughts that the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Money is the root of all evil. Deep breath in. Releasing thoughts. If you have a hard time staying focused on nothing and you have thoughts that come in, simply focus on the space between the thoughts. Pulling out, I can't live a balanced life if I want to make a lot of money. My financial success depends on the job market and the economy. Feeling that energy coming down in through your entire body, down the spine. I want you to visualize that energy, light, changing into a green color. And if you're not great at visualizing, that's okay. You can imagine it because your brain, your mind does not know the difference between visualization and imagination and true experience. Breath in and out. Removing that money is the measure of my success. Removing that money is the measure of my worth. Removing that most people with a lot of money are selfish and penny pinchers. That was a good one. Removing that my family is poor, so I'm going to be poor. And I'm going to take all of the ancestral aspects of it away. Removing any hindrance that comes from what you've been told by your family lineage. Deep breath in and out. Removing I don't have the opportunities available to me to make money. Removing that money doesn't grow on trees. Removing that you have to save all the time to gain financial wealth. Removing that you have to be in a certain profession for you to make a lot of money. Removing that you have nothing to offer to gain wealth. Removing that you are bad at managing money. Removing last thought that you are not supposed to have a lot of money. Deep breath in and out. Now we're going to add into the energy. So I want you to visualize or feel that energy, that green energy that is moving through you up and down to expand outwards from the spine, up and down and expanding outwards, up and down and expanding outwards. Your entire energetic field is green. Saying after me and or to yourself, the universe is abundant. The universe is abundant. The universe wants me to prosper. Keeping that energy moving up and down and out. All prosperity begins with belief. Money is an abstraction. Money is energy and will appear as I really feel about it. Money has no intelligence of its own. Breath in and out. Money will respond to the instructions I give it. Money will respond to the instructions I give it. Money will respond to the instructions I give it. Money does not demand my attention. Money flows to me. Money flows to me. The current of money flows to me. Great. Again, keeping that energy moving up and down and up and down. And I want you to begin to feel it slow, just a bit. Up and down. Up and down. Feel it expand out and fill your entire energetic field. You're sitting in a green light. I want you to rub your hands together. Just lightly. And I want you to feel that green energy, that green light. Visualize it coming into the palms of your hand. Coming into the palms of your hand. And then I want you to bring your hands apart just a little bit, but still leave the rubbing action. Okay? And you're forming your money ball, right? You're forming it. And then I want you to take that. When you're ready, you're going to release it into universal flow with 3 claps when you are ready. Deep breath in and out. Move a little if you feel the need to. Feeling the energy well in you. Feeling yourself being full of life force energy. Deep breath in and out. Again, in and out. Allowing yourself to come back into your conscious body. Becoming aware of your surroundings. Taking your hands, cupping them over your eyes. Opening them up, your eyes when you're ready, and coming back. How do you guys feel? We let go of a lot of great negative energy surrounding our belief systems and what other people told us our belief systems are regarding money. So there was a lot of good energy that's left there. So give me a thumbs up, give me something, let me know how you feel about all of that. That was amazing. Sometimes you'll feel a little bit more emotion when you're doing energy work. You may feel tingling in the palms of your hand, the bottoms of your feet. Some people will elicit a high level of emotion for crying. Sometimes it's just something that's really relaxing. Sometimes it can be something that makes you feel a little anxious. All that is normal stuff, right? We all respond to the energy moving through us in different ways. One of mine is goosebumps. You can see that I've got those goose chill bumps or whatever you call them, right? Because we've worked an amazing amount of energy here. What that did was it allowed us to remove any blockages that we have and insert new things into those spaces that we now can focus on, knowing that our blockages are removed and obstacles have been removed in our unconscious mind, right? In our magical mind, so that the energy can flow right through us. You guys had a great energy flow in the end. All right. So if you have some water, take a drink or something. Energy work requires hydration. Just like I said the other day, if you're in the bathtub, excuse me, that was the dog. Hold on just a second. Go. I hope that wasn't too disturbing for you during it, because I know she did it a couple times too, trying to get out the other dog. Okay, so we set new intentions in. So this allows the frequency, right? We matched ourselves with the vibration of money, the universal flow of money. So if you felt that kind of rush And even if you didn't feel something, that does not mean that the energy work is not working for you and you haven't been put into alignment or into the same frequency. So now what I would like for us to do is to manifest some money for us for the next couple days, okay? And I'm excited to see what you guys find that you discover for your money. So I am, again, witchcraft, super simple witchcraft, candle magic, taper candle, money, money, money oil. I am going to take my oil and rub it onto the palm of my hand and my fingertips. Palm of my hand and fingertips. This is dressing your candle. Take your candle, rub it, rub it, rub it, rub it. It smells amazing, okay? That's putting your oil on your candle. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take just a little bit more. I'm going to take my money blend. I'm going to put some on the palm of my hand, and I'm simply going to go like this with my candle. And you can see the herb mix sticks a lot to your hand, but sticks to your candle. You now have a dressed candle that is ready to go. It's as simple as that. And I'm going to put it back in my holder here. And I'm going to hold this up because I don't have a separate little stand, right? Taking my candle light and lighting here. There we go. Okay. So you can either look at candle flame if you'd like, or you can close your eyes. And I want you to imagine yourself walking down your street on a really nice day. You're just walking down your street or your block or in the middle of the street or whatever, walking down the road, and you see something in the distance that keeps flashing in the light. Like maybe a piece of glass, you're not really sure what it is, just keeps glinting in the light. And as you're walking, you just kind of focus on that. I want you to focus on what is that that's glinting in the sunshine. You try and see what it is. As you walk up to it, you look down and you realize, oh, it's a coin. It's a quarter. So you bend down to pick it up and you feel its warmth because it's been sitting in the sun. And as you put it in your pocket, I want you to think about how grateful that you feel that you found the coin. How lucky that you feel that you came in the right time and the right place to find the quarter. And as you continue to enjoy your walk, you decide to say a thank you for the coin. If you repeat after me, visualization on your flame. Money comes to me in every way. Money comes to me in every way. I am abundant each and every day. I am abundant each and every day. A magnet of coins I shall become. A magnet of coins I shall become. Never a limit of any one sum. Never a limit of any one sum. And so it is. That, my friends, is witchcraft. So this candle I'm going to allow to continue to burn all the way down, and then I will dispose of it properly for us. And this is going to be our money coin cast. So we have removed the blockages on an energetic level. We have allowed ourselves to become aligned to the flow and the current of the currency that we need to be in. And now we have cast out our intent to find at least a coin, if not more. And I hope that you will, when you start finding your coins and money, that you will post in the event or in the group or let me know what you found and what has come to you, because it is going to be amazingly fun. And that is as easy or as difficult as energy work and witchcraft needs to be. So I thank you for spending this last hour with me on day 2 of Witchcraft and Woo Woo Week. I'm having a blast. Tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. Central, we have Meet Your Spirit Animal. So we're going to be going on a little journey to meet your spirit animal and see what message that animal has for you. So if you have questions, you can get a hold of me by posting in the group or in the event. If you're interested in joining the Sister Circle, make sure that you check out the information by the link that's above the video here. The Sister Circle membership is open through 10 p.m. this coming Friday, and then it'll close again for a length of time. This is the first time it's been open in almost a year. So thank you so much for being here with me. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day.